Hey guys, Randy here, and this is about how I turned my free AI into my personal GLP-1 tracking venture research assistant. Now, I'm not a doctor. This is just my own prompt I built over time to track what was going on with my GLP-1 adventure. I am on the Tirzepatide GLP-1 shots. The brand name I'm using is called Zepbound. Basically, what happened was they started me off for the first month on 2.5 milligrams. The next month, we went to 5 milligrams, and then 2 months later, I believe we went to 7.5, which is where my problem started. Everything was going along smoothly. Money, the money, the money was not flowing. The weight was flowing off me like crazy on a steady basis. I was feeling better and better. But when I went to take the 7.5 milligram shots the very first day, the next morning I woke up with massive cramping in my calves and feet. It was waking me up at night for the first week. I didn't know what was going on. I would eat my normal foods, which I considered healthy: oatmeal, mixed vegetables, lean protein like chicken breast and pork loin. Those would all go fine. I would eat something like oatmeal, and I would just have these massive headaches. My head would just, I would feel like pressure was like expanding and contracting for 2, 3 hours. The fatigue would hit me like a ton of bricks, and I couldn't get out of my chair. I didn't want to get out of my chair, and I couldn't focus. I couldn't believe I'm eating this healthy food. And suddenly I eat one thing in a combination of other things and other foods, and I can't function. So I started tracking everything. I was already tracking stuff off from the, I was already tracking things from the very first day. It's just this is where it really came in handy. So this is how you too could do the exact same thing. You can set up using this free prompt, which has everything in it that I have developed over time, talking to ChatGPT, which is the one I use, but this is designed to go into any free system. Like it says, either ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, Copilot, your favorite AI assistant. I would advise you to use one of the systems that has a project folder or a notebook in it. I'll show you that in just a minute. Basically, that was the problem I was trying to solve. I couldn't figure out why in the world supposedly healthy foods were causing me to get enormous time periods of fatigue, 2 to 4 hours where I just could not function, massive headaches, and didn't find out exactly yet. Still a work in progress why they cause the problems, but I'm narrowing down the stuff I cut out of my life so that it doesn't continue to happen. So my idea is to take this prompt and show you from the beginning exactly how this thing works. And this is going to be included free somewhere. There'll be a link for it in the description because it is a pretty big document, probably too big to post. It's probably too big to post into the description. So I'll make this document available through my Google Drive with a publicly shareable link either in the comments or the descriptions. And I'm going to choose to use Gemini to start off because I've already done this before in ChatGPT. So I wanted to show you how to do it from scratch. In this case, Gemini has notebooks, not projects, essentially the same thing. The advantage of using a notebook is it keeps all of your stuff in context. You can add sources, you can add files, you can have multiple chats inside here. So let me just click on that, start a new one. Oh, GLP one venture. I hate the word journey. It is such an overused term. I prefer venture. It means something's going to happen. So I've already copied the entire prompt by going into the document. This is a Word version of the document. So you hit Control, if you're on a keyboard, if it's my favorite way of doing it, you hold the Control button down on a PC and you click the letter A at the same time. It highlights everything. Then you hit Control plus C and it copies it. Clipboard, you don't see it happen, but it does happen. And I don't know what the keyboard combinations are if you're on a Mac or if you're on a smartphone. You might just, if you wanted to, you could just take this thing and click on the plus button, upload a file. That's the wrong folder. See, where is my GLP-1 folder? It's down here. So you'll see the free GLP-1 adventure tracking. And here's where you can pick any of these files. I'm going to make them all available. Docs is good for reading. This one .md is better for the AI. they like this better. They can read it easier. It's just a text document, but it's called a markdown file. And then if you want to watch read the PDF version, you can get that too. I'm going to choose the markdown file, but you could actually choose any of these. It'll ingest them all. This is just the most efficient format for AI to read. So click markdown, open it. Now, if you copy and paste it into here like this, it's going to run the prompt. If you don't copy and paste it, I'm going to hit Control Z, Control plus the letter Z, get rid of that, and say read the attached markdown file and run the prompt. All you got to do. That's all you're supposed to. I haven't done this before, so we're going to find out what happens. It should do it. There we go. This is what you're going to see. This is going to interview you and let you start your GLP-1 tracking adventure. Doesn't matter what GLP-1 you're using. Really doesn't matter what weight loss program you're using. Really, this could be effective for anything, even if you're not on any kind of drugs. Current age, I am 59. Now, I've actually never run this from scratch. My current weight is 224.8. Yeah, it's up to, oh, four as of this point. I lost a quarter, 4/10 of a pound overnight. And let's see, what is your height? Where was the weight part? Oh, I must be of, I must be imagining things. My height of 5 foot 10 inches. Current weight. There we go. I wonder why I thought it asked for weight earlier. 244.4. No, doggone it. Oh, see, that's where it doesn't matter. You can go in there, correction, because it will correct it if you tell it to. 24. You can always go back and read. And if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. You just tell it to correct the data. I often say things the wrong way. What was my highest weight? You don't exactly have to tell it pounds. You can. It will assume is 280. My goal weight, really, my dream weight is 185. And that's basically it. Just want to give you a breakdown on showing you how to do this quick, easy, copy paste, pick your favorite AI, put it in there, track your weight, your food, your activity, anything. I'm not completely perfect about tracking everything. Uh, my last few weeks, it's really gotten down to where I just only give it new information, new, as far as the headaches and the fatigue. At first, I was tracking everything that I could. I was telling it how far I walked, how often I walked, what time I walked. It's really up to you. It'll track all this stuff. The only one thing that you might run into is limits. If you put a lot of attachments in here, if you talk to it for too long, you may run out of session time and be put on hold for a few hours. Like, for example, this is my actual Tirzepatide adventure. I was trying to do everything here since this is where I actually started. I wanted to show you everything I was doing. And after I talked to it for roughly 30 minutes, the conversation and the attachments were so large, it built up over time that it says you can't work again till 10:01 a.m. unless you upgrade to a paid plan. And I'm already using Claude Code paid. I don't want to use, I don't want two subscriptions. Anyway, that was it. This was supposed to be just a quick, easy video. I'm going to do my best to remember to make that document for the copy paste prompt publicly accessible. Put it into the comments or the description field, depending on whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or where it is. And hopefully it will help you solve your problems with just track your adventure. You never know when you might want to go back and write a book about it. This will do it too. This is saved forever until GPT or Gemini, until they go away. You can always go back and say, hey, I want to write this for an article. I want to write this for a blog post. I want to make a video about it. This is exactly how I started out. I was solving my own problems with AI, and I thought, you know what? I bet somebody else has got the same problem. I don't think I'll give it away. I'll share it with them. Just see what happens. That's one of the things I'm good at is figuring out how to figure stuff out. AI is coming. I am pro AI, even though I lost my job because of it. It's going to bring such an incredible revolution to our lives. And my motto is AI assists, but the human approves. That's the way it should work. That's the part that AI can't replace is the judgment layer. That's where you come in every job you work. If you have AI in your job now is to be the orchestrator to be the person who decides when, where, why, and if AI should actually be turned loose into your life or your job. This is Randy. I'll talk to you later.